The movie opens up with two high school girls, Miki and her best friend Miko, talking about love. They also discuss how Miki's parents are having extramarital affairs, which has led them to getting a divorce. After school, Miki is picked up by her parents Jin and Rumi and is brought to a restaurant. On the way, they make it clear that they are not going to leave her alone. Soon they arrive at the restaurant where Miki is introduced to another couple, Yuji and Chiyako. They and her parents tell her that they fell in love with each other's spouses during their trip to Hawaii, and that is the reason both couples are seeking a divorce. Surprisingly, Yuji and Chiyako also tell Miki that they have a son, Yuu, who is about her age. Miki, however, is uncomfortable with her parents' decision and tries to oppose it, but to no avail. Later, Yuu arrives there and greets everyone. Unlike Miki, he has no problem with his parents separating. In the middle of their dinner, Miki tells her parents that she loves them both very much and doesn't want them to separate. Her parents tell her that though they are getting divorced, Miki will be staying with both of them and that she can see them anytime she wants. Furthermore, they reveal the plan that both families will live together in one big house and that the only thing that will change are the partners. Miki is shocked by all of this, but has no choice but to accept it. The following day, the families relocate to their new house and start arranging their belongings. Miki gets a room beside Yuu's and tries to complain about it. As she and her parents carry items to her room, Yuu pranks her with a fake cockroach. Later, Miki learns that Yuu has also transferred to her school. She asks why he did so, and Yuu tells her that Rumi suggested it. Her classmates are surprised to learn that Yuu and Miki live in the same house together. After school, when Yuu notices Miki playing tennis with her childhood friend Ginta, he calls Miko and asks if Ginta is Miki's boyfriend. Miko dispels his assumption and tells him that they are just good friends who love to practice together. In the evening, while the whole family is having dinner, Miki feels awkward and uncomfortable with the conversation and decides to walk away. Right then, Yuji asks her what type of boy she likes. Adding to that, Yuji tells everyone about Miki and Ginta playing tennis together after school. Miki gets embarrassed and rushes to her room. Later, realizing that he upset her, Yuu writes sorry on a piece of paper and knocks on her window. At first, Miki is surprised to see him, but soon accepts the apology, opens the window, and lets him in. Inside, Yuu apologizes and tells her that he shouldn't have mentioned Ginta in front of everyone. He then reveals that Yuji is not his real father, but asks her not to tell anyone about it. The next morning, while Miki and Yuu are going to school, Yuu meets his ex-girlfriend Suzuki waiting for him at the bus stop. She asks about his new address and also his contact number. Yuu introduces her to Miki, but the latter shows no interest and walks away. Soon, Yuu catches up to her and tells her that he has no interest in girls and that he only dated Suzuki for 3 months. Later that day, Miki sees Yuu with a guy and mentions it to Miko, doubting his orientation. In the meantime, Suzuki approaches Miki and warns her to stay away from Yuu as she still has feelings for him. In the following scene, Yuu goes to the library to return some books and notices Miko and their English teacher Nomura kissing each other. He then hides behind the bookshelves and watches them exchange their feelings. Unfortunately, when Miko is running away, she notices him and begs him not to tell anyone about it. She tells him that she hasn't even told Miki about her relationship with Nomura. Moving on, Miki returns home to see Yuu walking around without a shirt. He tells her that their parents have gone out and will be returning home late. He then suggests Miki freshen up while he starts preparing a meal for them. While eating, Yuu asks Miki to pass the jars of jam. Looking at the jars, Miki compares Yuu with marmalade and mentions that though he seems sweet on the outside, he is actually very bitter in nature. In reply, Yuu compares her to spicy mustard, calling her a spicy girl with bite. With this, the two begin to bond. In the next scene, Ginta is getting ready for his tennis doubles match, but his partner Kondo gets injured. Seeing this, Miki remembers Yuu and his ability to play tennis. She immediately rushes to Yuu and pleads with him to partner with Ginta for the final match. Surprisingly, Ginta and Yuu make a great pair and put on an impressive performance, winning the match. Everyone is celebrating, and while Ginta is relishing his victory, Yuu silently walks away. Here, we learn that Miki started liking Yuu because she keeps on watching him. Suddenly, the losing team member throws a racket in the air and it comes flying towards Miki. Ginta tries to save her and pushes her to the ground, but unfortunately, this knocks her unconscious. Following this, Miki is taken to the school hospital to rest. After hearing what happened, Yuu comes to visit her and out of nowhere, kisses her on the lip. Despite being awake, Miki doesn't stop him and pretends to still be unconscious. Later at night, seeing Ginta waiting for her, Yuu approaches Miki and suggests she go out and talk to Ginta. At first, Miki refuses to do so, but later she rushes to Ginta and apologizes for not replying to him earlier. She tells him that her feelings for him have changed. Hearing this, Ginta asks her if she started liking someone else, and Miki replies that she has no idea. From this day onwards, Miki starts keeping an eye on Yuu, and it's clear that she has started falling for him. The next day, when Miki reaches her school, she is shocked to learn that Miko and Nomura have been called by the principal after finding out about their relationship. Sometime later, Miko and Nomura come out, and Miki tries to confront her friend for not revealing their relationship. Unfortunately, an angry Miko yells at her, saying that she doesn't have to disclose everything. This devastates Miki, and she spends the whole day with a sad face. In the evening, Miko gathers some courage and visits Miki at her house. However, she forbids Miki from opening her room door and apologizes to her while standing outside. Here, she also mentions her parents' lousy relationship and confesses that Nomura helped her during very hard time. Mainly, she tells Miki that she is her best friend and that she loves and cares for her very much. Miko then walks away, but not before informing Miki that she is joining Nomura, who is returning to his house in Hiroshima. After she leaves, Miki leaves her room and chases her to the train station. To her relief, Miko stays behind and simply bids Nomura farewell. In the next scene, Miki and Yuu's parents leave to enjoy their vacation, asking their children to take care of each other. As soon as they drive away, Miki runs towards the nearby park, and Yuu follows her. While they are enjoying their time, a guy named Satoshi arrives and asks Yuu to join him. Later, Yuu and Miko arrive at Satoshi's house, and the latter tells everyone that he believes Yuu is his little brother. Yuu, who has always wanted to know his real father, approaches Satoshi's father and asks him to tell the truth. Here, Satoshi's father Miwa assures him that he is not his father and that Chiyako was pregnant before she met him. Hearing this, Yuu is relieved and leaves the house. Outside, he tells Miki about how stressed he was feeling after learning that Yuji is not his real father. But now after everything, he is feeling relieved. Right then, Miki asks him why he kissed her at school while she was unconscious, and Yuu replies that he likes her very much. Hearing this, Miki also confesses her love for him, and the two again kiss. The following day, Yuu surprises Miki with a bracelet as a gift. She likes the gift and immediately puts it on. Unfortunately, when they are about to kiss, their mothers return home and start calling them by their names. Afraid, they hide inside a closet and get caught by Chiyako just when they are about to kiss. Despite getting caught, the two walk out of the closet casually and rush to their respective room. Following the encounter, Miki and Yuu start spending more time together, and their bond deepens. Suddenly one day when Yuu is going through Miki's family photos, he finds some old pictures from her childhood along with some pictures of their parents, where he notices Jin and Chiyako together. After seeing the picture, Yuu is sure that his mother was together with Jin during her college days. And as Miwa mentioned that she was pregnant before him, he concludes that he and Miki have the same father, Jin. Following this assumption, Yuu starts ignoring Miki at home and at school. She, on the other hand, has no idea why Yuu is doing so. Realizing that they can never be together as a couple, Yuu decides to change his high school and tells his parents that he wants to go to Kyoto. Yuji and Chiyako agree with his decision as they always support him for a better future. Knowing that Yuu is changing high schools to get away from her, Miki meets Yuu outside their house and tries to ask him the real reason. To her dismay, Yuu tells her that he no longer has feelings for her, so they can't be together. Despite Miki trying her best to stop Yuu, he walks away, leaving her with a broken heart. The scene then fast forwards a few years when Miki has started attending university. Miko comes to meet her and tells her everything about Nomura's sweet family. During their conversation, she learns that Miki hasn't been able to forget Yuu and suggests that she visit him at his university and properly sort out her feelings for him. Miki also likes the idea, and she immediately takes the train to Kyoto. After arriving in Kyoto, Miki visits Yuu's university and notices him talking to a girl. Yuu spots her hiding behind a tree and approaches her. Together, the two walk towards Yuu's house, and on the way, he clarifies that the lady he was talking to before is not his girlfriend. Yuu then suggests Miki move on with her life and find some other guy as her partner. However, Miki disagrees with this and tells him that she will keep loving him forever. She also adds that she cannot love anyone more than him. Hearing this, Yuu gets tears in his eyes and confesses that he too still loves her and cannot give up on her. Miki asks him why, but Yuu doesn't give her an answer. Later at Yuu's house, he shows her the pictures that he found with her family's old photographs and tells her what he believes. After learning that their fathers are the same person and that they are related by blood, Miki tries to call their parents, but Yuu stops her. He tells her that Rumi might be unaware of the truth and that they should not ruin their parents' happy relationship. Knowing that they can never be together due to morals and social restrictions, Miki requests Yuu to go on a final trip together before she leaves. Surprisingly, Yuu agrees and the two set off on their trip. Together, they travel to different places and spend some quality time. It is clear that they are very comfortable in each other's company. Later at the end of the day, they return to the hotel where they have booked separate rooms. Despite this, Miki runs to Yuu's room and he pulls her inside. He then hugs her tight and the two sleep together. When Miki wakes up at night, she notices Yuu is standing at the window and gazing outside. As soon as Miki approaches him, Yuu tells her that he cannot give up on her and has decided to be with her forever, breaking all moral and social standards. Following this, he asks Miki if she wants the same. When Miki agrees, the two immediately head home to inform their parents and face the consequences. In the next scene, Miki and Yuu arrive home and inform their parents that they are going to get married in the future. Yuu further mentions that despite being siblings, he wants to be with Miki and spend the rest of his life with her. Hearing this, Yuji is shocked and asks why Yuu is saying this. Yuu then approaches Yuji and tells him that he knows Jin is his real father and not him. Furthermore, he says that he found a picture from their college days when Jin and Chiyako were together. When Yuu says this, Chiyako steps in and clears the confusion. She states that though she had a relationship with Jin during her college days, they separated before anything happened, and convinces Yuu that he really is hers and Yuji's beloved son. In the last scene, after their confusion is all cleared, Yuu again asks his parents if he can really date Miki. To his surprise, their parents agree, and the movie ends with the happy family getting ready to have lunch together.